Welcome into Ursprung Gymnasium here on this Saturday afternoon here in the middle of December. I'm Cole McDaniel. You're watching and listening live here on bwyellowjackets.com, the home of all Yellow Jacket athletics. And tonight, an OAC matchup between two teams that honestly have been off to a pretty good start here so far this season. The Yellow Jackets at home right now tonight, looking to defend their home court. Of course, Otterbein, the Cardinals, off to a really hot start this year as well, looking to see if they can get another win on the road. We'll take a look at these starting lineups here in just a moment, but starting off, Yellow Jackets in the last 3 games, they have picked up 2 wins, and then both of those wins, they were hard fought. 1 point apiece for both of those victories. The last one actually a win in overtime here just the other day here at Ursprung Gymnasium. Yellow Jackets mentioned the pretty good start to the season. They actually had a couple tough tests in the preseason. Went up against a couple D1 schools. Again, really getting things going. 4-4 overall. Just 1-2 in the OAC to start. Long season still ahead of them coming up, of course. But 3-0 at home. So defending the home court has been a key for the Yellow Jackets so far this year, and looking to do so again, maintain their unbeaten record here at home. But Otterbein, in the last 3 games, well, they're on a 3-game win streak, and 2 of those wins came on the road at Muskingum and at Adrian. Cardinals 6-2 overall, 2-1 in the OAC, and 3-1 on the road. So a pair of goods. Yellow Jackets good at home, the Cardinals good on the road. Something's got to give. Somebody's going to break here in this game. It's a matter of who will it be. Now, in addition to these two teams being familiar with each other in the Ohio Athletic Conference, and it's always fun when you have a conference matchup, it's going to be a tough test. The other thing that is interesting, something to pay attention to, it's a guard versus guard battle here tonight. What do I mean by that? Anthony Mazzio for the Yellow Jackets comes in averaging 20.6 points per game. Actually was just honored for his player the week honor here just recently at half court just before this game. Like I said, those 20.6 points per game is only second best in the conference to Cam Evans, who's averaging 21.6 points per game. The 2 best scorers in the OAC going up against each other. It is going to be a fun one. Tip underway, and it is won by the Cardinals. They're in their red jerseys with those like tan numerals, and the Yellow Jackets in their all gray uniforms. First basket up and good for Dallas Patrick, and we'll take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cardinals. Number 0, MJ Davis. Number 5, Cam Evans. Mention him as the guy to watch out for, their leading scorer. Mazzio wants a shot here. He makes that first 3. Rest of the starting lineup for the Cardinals: number 13, Julian Heckman. Number 24, Anthony Holmes. And number 33, Dallas Patrick, who scored that first bucket for the Cardinals. Picking up that dribble, needing to kick out, finds Davis. Cross court to Patrick. Now with Evans. Evans wants it over Price, off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Zoltan Nagy comes down with it. Mazzio shooting 1 for 1 on the night so far with his made 3-pointer. Snyder wants it from mid-range, and an opportunity as he makes that jumper to talk about the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. In the backcourt, number 0, Ashton Price. Number 1, Jake Snyder, who just made that basket, and number 3, Anthony Mazzio. Number 14, Zoltan Nagy at forward, and number 25, Ray Ellington. So really a 4-guard lineup right now for the Yellow Jackets. Looking to spread the floor, looking to knock down plenty of threes. Maybe get out in transition as well. Shot clock down to 3, needing that shot, and up and good from Cam Evans. Hot start shooting for both of these teams so far. No problem getting the baskets to go, and missed there for Price. Up and in. No. Looked like that one was going to fall with the left hand. Heckman tried to flip that one back with the left hand and unable to get that one to go. It was close, nearly down. Yellow Jackets maintain a 1-point advantage, and that one's going to be last off of Anthony Mazzio right in front of the Cardinals bench, and a turnover. On the baseline, Ellington. Tight on Patrick. Patrick trying to turn off the back of the rim. No good. Zoltan Nagy comes down with that board. And that's what you're going to see Nagy in there for. Not a high-profile shooter or anything along those lines, but you're going to see him be active on the boards. On the glass for the Yellow Jackets and in transition. Wide open in the corners, Ashton Price. Sophomore guard from Bay Village. Knocks that one down. 8-4, Yellow Jackets. The three from Heckman off of the back of the rim and no good. Once again, Nagy's there for the rebound. Price driving to the corner. Pump fake there from Snyder. Price is open in front of the Cardinals bench. He got the last one to go from the near side of the floor, from the far side. No good on that three. Clever move there by Heckman. Gets position on Nagy. Nagy went straight up. And despite the little bit of a bump, officials say play on. No good on that shot, and good defense there from the Yellow Jackets. Can they capitalize on the other side? Mazzio, crossover, through the contact. No call there. Banks it home. Unbothered, but shaking his head, thinking that should be an and one. Yellow Jackets now hold an early 6-point advantage. For three, the high jump, and that one short off of the front of the rim there for Patrick. Snyder, Nagy in transition, soft layup there through the lane, and the Cardinals need a timeout here early to stop the bleeding. We've played 4.5 minutes so far, and the Yellow Jackets quickly out to an 8-point advantage. We're going to keep it here on bwyellowjackets.com during the timeout. I want to talk about what's going on here in the conference today. A lot of 2 o'clock games, really a full slate of 2 o'clock games here in the conference. Wilmington at Mount Union, Capital at Ohio Northern, John Carroll at Marietta, Muskingum at Heidelberg, and of course this one here. Make sure to give you updates on what's going on around the conference in men's basketball throughout this game. Inbound here for the Cardinals. They'll come the length of the floor. Number 11, Jackson Simmons, has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. His first action on the night. Zoltan Nagy takes a seat. Here's Heckman. Driving at Snyder. Snyder stays tight on the defense there. Miss on that short little bunny, and no good. Cross-court pass stolen away in transition. Looked like Jackson Simmons was maybe going to be able to recover, but the speed there of MJ Davis unable to allow Simmons to get back. Open three, no good for Ellington. Hits the cables at the top of the backboard there, and going to be out, and now going to be inbounded by number 12, Brennan Rains. Junior guard, actually from Middleburg Heights. Played basketball at St. Ed's, so a local product. Made his way down to Westerville. There's a bounce pass. Davis up and in for the easy two. Simmons tried to get to that one and was unable to. Number 10, Bryson Lane, senior guard from Lewis Center, went to Olentangy Orange, also in for the Cardinals, his first action on the night. Ellington, the turnaround, and he gets that 2 to go. 14-8. Now for the Yellow Jackets, stopping that small little run there from the Cardinals. The turn, up and in for 2. Anthony Holmes, 6'6", senior forward, getting that one to go. And Coach Tom Heil was not happy with Jackson Simmons there on that defensive effort. Tough start for him defensively so far. Turnaround jumper from Mazzio. Excellent response, getting the 2 points right back. Nearly stolen away there. Lane. For 3, that one's good from MJ Davis. He's starting to get the buckets to go. 7 points for him on the night. Simmons up through the contact, draws the foul. That'll be the first team foul and then the first personal for MJ Davis. Simmons will go to the line for the and one opportunity. Ray Ellington goes to the bench. Landon Potopsky in for the Yellow Jackets. Cam Evans checks back in for the Cardinals. Number 3, Jared Krieger, freshman guard. Went to Big Walnut High School. He's in for his first action on the night. Evans turning. Short on that shot there and really didn't get his feet set. Now in transition, here's Potopsky. The chase down, feels the pressure there from Brennan Rains. Unbothered, puts it up and in for 2. BW up 7 points again. Step back, maybe thought about that shot. Driscoll was still close defensively. Dishing it onto the low block, and the hook with the right hand, no good for Troy Scowden. Mazzio going 1v1, creating some space. Step back 3 off of the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Rains. Lane, Driscoll trying to stay tight on him. To the corner for 3, and knocking that one down is Krieger. 20-16. 12 minutes left to go here in the first half. And Zoltan Nagy still waits at the scores table. Assume he'll be coming in for Jackson Simmons here in just a moment. Here is Simmons, looking to go with the big man. Creates some separation with the right hand. Gets it to go for the 2 points. And now Simmons will go to the bench and Nagy in. Lane, bounce pass to Scowden. Backing down Nagy. Nagy a bigger body defensively than Simmons. But Scowden does a great job with the left hand, scooping it up and getting it to go. Continuing to keep this one close after it looked like it might get a little out of hand early on. Cardinals have to feel good about what they've done here the last couple of minutes. Scowden on the low block. The help comes from Mazzio, and the block from Nagy, keeping that hand up, but Scowden does a great job hustling and getting to that ball. Another chance here for the Cardinals, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Evans tries to split through two defenders. Lots of contact. Looked like that should be a foul that's on the floor before the shot. But they're going to say that Evans was about to go up with the shot, and they're going to send him to the free throw line for two. It looked like that bump, though, was when he tried to split through the two defenders. Thought it would have been a call that was on the floor. Instead, they say no. Clever from Evans to go up and start to get into that range of motion. Allows him to go to the line, and he knocks down the first free throw there. Two for two on that trip from the line. Now just a 2-point lead for BW. Need to find a way to get some more stops on the other end. And Price drives with the right hand, gets it to go. Price, the second leading scorer for the team so far this year, averaging 14.8 points per game. Get an excellent finish for him on the other end. Still going to be Cardinals ball here, inbounded underneath of the basket. After that second team foul now for the Yellow Jackets. From the corner, an opportunity to swing this one around, run the offense. Evans gives it to Heckman, wants it back. Guard posting up and got that entry. Tried to get around Price. A little bit of a hook there with the left arm. Saw the emotion and Price fired up. Drawing the offensive foul. And anytime you can stop Cam Evans when he's on the offensive end of the floor, that's a win. Not many people have been able to do that so far this year. Price gets bumped, put his hands up, wondering where the call was. Got no call, and on the other end, heavy pass there from Evans in the direction of Heckman. And as Heckman got to it, ball and his foot kind of touched on the line here, out of bounds. And I think the Yellow Jackets would say, well, ball doesn't lie. On the other end, probably should have been a foul, but just 2 fouls apiece so far through 10.5 minutes played. These officials have seemed to really let these guys play here in the first half. Again, through the contact there, Price gets it to go, wondering why it wasn't an and one. I'll give these officials credit. If you're going to not call fouls, at least be consistent, and they've done a great job of being consistent for both of these teams on both ends of the floor. That one nearly in and out, rolls all the way around the rim. No good for Raines. Yellow Jackets up 6. Potopsky, the pump fake, gets in the air. And when you get in the air like that, you get into no man's land. You need somebody to be able to help you out, and I don't think there's a reason to jump up in the air there. And he needed to find his man in Price, and threw it a little bit behind him to the right, and a turnover there. Unfortunate for BW. Bounce pass on the low block. Able to corral that one. It was low, and Holmes got to it. Raines thought about it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Needs some help. And a shot right as that buzzer goes. Missed short off of the front of the rim for Krieger. And the rebound from Ellington. Nagy with the quick right hook. Again, not a high volume shooter. And only averages really 1.9 points per game. There's 2 for him on the night so far. Snyder to Ellington. He wants the 3. No good off of the back of the rim, and rebounded by the Cardinals. Back in transition they go. Should be an open 3. Nagy did a great job of recovering and contesting that shot. And short arm there from Heckman. Not sure if Nagy got a tip on that. If not, again, that's just an air ball. But the Yellow Jackets starting to get some stops defensively. Looking to continue to extend this lead. Feed to Nagy on the low block. Up and in. Great job by Snyder to find him. Now a 10-point advantage, back in double digits. And that didn't last long. Cam Evans with the 2 on the other end. So back and forth these teams were going in transition there for a couple possessions. BW looking to slow down this offensive possession. And it looks like the Cardinals have transitioned to a 2-3 zone now. And a great floater, nice finish. 10-point advantage once again for the Yellow Jackets. A timeout on the floor as the score is 32-22. We'll take a quick break here on bwyellowjackets.com. We'll be right back. We're back, 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Lane has it for the Cardinals. Feed Scowden. Has a huge size advantage right now as he's posting up Snyder. Snyder's going to need some help. Ashton Price comes across. For 3, Price falls through as he tripped over the legs of Dallas Patrick. Patrick gets it to go. Now 32-25. Number 21, Rob Watson III, junior forward from Sagamore Hills, Ohio. Checks in for his first action on the day for BW. Mazzio wants to take it himself. Up through the contact. Gets bumped. And Heckman gets the rejection. So it's going to be last off of the Cardinals. BW will inbound underneath the basket with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to have to run a quick play here. Inbounding to Watson. One bounce, and up and in. Banks it in with the left hand. First 2 points on the night for Watson. Scowden hands this one to Patrick. Patrick won the 3 once again. Last time down the floor, he nailed the 3. That time he missed. Right before that timeout, saw that the Cardinals were in a 2-3 zone. They've since transitioned back to man-to-man. No good on that 3 for Snyder. Lane, wide open 3, and short arms that one. Well short. That hit like the underside of the front of the rim. And now just 4.5 minutes remain here in this half. Step back. Price made some room for himself. That one hit the side of the rim, and when it bounced up, it caught those cables again off of the high bounce. And so that one's going to be out of play. Otterbein ball. Clever move. The quickness there from Cam Evans. Little step to his right. Had Price think he was going to go that way. And then the cut and the blow by there. Up and in for 2. Evans now has 8 on the afternoon. Snyder picks up his dribble. Price wide open from the corner. That one no good. In transition, intercepted. Ray Ellington looking like a defensive back. Reading that pass all the way. Foul on the floor coming before the shot. That will be the 3rd team foul on Otterbein. Bryson Lane will go to the bench. Julian Heckman back in. Ashton Price will take a seat for the Yellow Jackets. Luke Driscoll back into the game. Mazzio from the middle of the floor for 3, no good. The drive up through the contact. Ellington got those arms hanging right over. I believe that was Heckman there. Excuse me, no, that was number 33, Dallas Patrick, the senior guard from Gahanna. First free throw rattles in. Patrick averaging 10.1 points per game so far and a 63% free throw shooter. On the young season at this point, but he goes 2 for 2 on that trip from the line there. 5-point difference between these two teams. Snyder. Step back, just past the free throw line, and he gets that one to go. 36-29. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. And this has been a tight battle. These two teams going back and forth with each other so far. Can't believe that Cam Evans wasn't able to get one of those attempts to go. Mazzio swatted on the other end. Big play there from MJ Davis. Now in transition. Patrick looked to pick up his dribble. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. So that shot that came after the whistle, again, even though it went through, doesn't count. Foul came before then on the kick out. So the inbound here for the Cardinals underneath the basket. Evans, Driscoll on him. Heckman gives it to Holmes. Heckman wants it for 3 off of the back of the rim. High bounce. And up for the rebounds, Luke Driscoll. Mazzio wants the mid-range. No good. Watson looked like he was going to be able to snag that board. I kind of thought that was off the fingertips there of Watson. It was close. Thought he rose up higher than Holmes did, but they're going to say last off of Holmes. Ball stays with the Yellow Jackets. Hand off to Snyder. That's going to be an offensive foul called against Rob Watson. Again, maybe one of those situations where ball doesn't lie. Again, hard to tell sometimes on some of those bang-bang plays who the ball's actually off of, but I really thought from my vantage point that it was off of Watson on that last call. Sometimes that's just how sports work out. When a tight, wrong call was made, sometimes it all just works out in the long run right after. Cross-court pass, Heckman wide open from the corner, and he knocks down that three. 36-32, Cardinals just now down 4. With a little over a minute remaining here in this half from Ursprung Gymnasium. Snyder wants to respond with a three, short arms that one. In transition, it looked like Davis was wide open up ahead. Instead, Cam Evans decided not to force that one in. Davis for three, and that one no good, and a little push there from behind going against Holmes as he went up for that offensive rebound. And the Yellow Jackets hold their 4-point advantage still. 58.6 seconds remaining here in the half. So we'll see how the Yellow Jackets play this. Do they want to get a fairly quick shot so they can get the last shot of the half? Or do you drain out a ton of time here? They're going to go for that quick shot. Short off of the front of the rim, no good by Mazzio. So it looks like the Cardinals can take their time, run their offense. The Yellow Jackets will have one more opportunity to try to score here before the final buzzer of this half. Evans sitting on 8 points right now. Expect him to try to go to work here, and he does. He gets the bucket. Shot clock off, 15 seconds remaining on the game clock. Yellow Jackets up 2. Momentum swinging a little bit the Cardinals' way here at the moment. If the Yellow Jackets can find an opportunity, they need to go. Price turns, he needs help. Snyder's got to get this up, and he did not get that shot off. Yes, it went down. Ball was still in his hand. Waved that one off. And we go to the locker room, 36-34. Yellow Jackets barely holding a lead. This has been a fun first half as the Yellow Jackets jumped out to a really quick lead. First couple minutes of this one, Cardinals kept it close, brought it back. Anytime that the Yellow Jackets found a way to really extend that lead, the Cardinals came right back in this one. They have to feel good going into the visitors' locker room about how that one finished at the end of the half, only finding themselves down 2 at the break. We'll step aside here and right before the second half begins, talk a little bit about the first half stats and some of those things coming up. Again, want to thank everybody for watching and listening live here on BWYellowJackets.com. I'm Cole McDaniel. Don't go away. We'll be back here in a little under 14 minutes. Welcome back as we're about a minute away from getting the second half underway here from Ursprung Gymnasium here on BWYellowJackets.com. I'm Cole McDaniel, and everybody out there watching and listening live to this one. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. It has been fun, as I mentioned at the end of the first half. Cardinals have continued to keep it close. I mentioned coming into this game really good on the road. They've really come in with a record of 3-1 on the road, and the Yellow Jackets have been perfect, defending home court 3-0 coming into the night. Like I said, something's got to give, but it has been tight. It's a matter of up in the air of who's actually going to walk away with this win. The Yellow Jackets have really been able to maintain a lead throughout, but like I said, the Cardinals, anytime that game started to get a little bit out of hand, they found a way to bring this one back tight once again. Taking a look at some of the leaders for these two teams. Scoring-wise, Cam Evans once again leading the way as expected scoring-wise for Otterbein. It's the reason why he's the leading scorer in the conference. 10 points so far. Hasn't been anything crazy. Been fairly bottled up, but he'll find his buckets no matter what. Ashton Price has 9 points for the Yellow Jackets. He leads the way scoring-wise. Anthony Mazzio with 7 himself. Taking a look around the conference with the schedule right now, mentioned plenty of other games in action. All 2 o'clock games this afternoon in men's basketball. Want to get you the update on what's going on around the conference. At halftime, Capital held a 41-32 point advantage over Ohio Northern in the game between Wilmington and Mount Union. Mount Union was holding a 30-23 lead late in the first half there. Offensive foul on the floor here as we got the second half underway. That was quick in the first team foul going against the Yellow Jackets. So they're about to wipe up some sweat there on the floor. Towels being tossed out. Some more updates. John Carroll holds a 53-37 advantage over Marietta. Of course, that's a really good game between a 7-1 John Carroll Blue Streaks team and a 6-2 Pioneers team. And the last one to get you an update on here is 30-30. Dead even battle between Muskingum and Heidelberg. And that's interesting because Heidelberg has a 7-1 record. Muskingum looking for their first win on the year, 0-8 so far. Can Otterbein take the lead here with a 3 or tie this one up? Had momentum really going into the locker room. No good on that shot there from Patrick. The rebound for the Yellow Jackets. They look to come the other direction. Mazzio to Price. Price, the pump fake, driving into the lane. Puts it up and in with the right hand. Second leading scorer on the team. Leading the way, scoring for the Yellow Jackets tonight is Price. Tough basket. Cam Evans, fortunate roll. And it drops for him, so right back to a difference of 2 points. Nagy, he wants it, up through the contact, and one. So Nagy, really known as a rebounder, a defensive presence. Not much of a scorer coming into the night, as I mentioned, averaging 1.9 points per game. But the sophomore forward here from Lakewood played at St. Ed's. He banks that one home. And he now has 9 points this afternoon. Very talented athlete, starting goalkeeper as well for the men's soccer team. Here's the drive. Evans through the lane. Price gets his hand on that. Swatted out of bounds, but still will be Cardinals' ball underneath the hoop. Heckman finds Davis in the corner. Nothing but net as he knocks that one down. Trading threes. As soon as the Yellow Jackets had the 2 with the and 1, got 3 points. Davis found a way to get it right back. Turnaround jumper, no good there for Mazzio, off the side of the rim, rebounded by the Cardinals. Heckman had some room if he wanted to take that 3. And to carry there, I think that was some indecisiveness. I think he had some space. Snyder was playing some soft defense on him, gave him some room. Expected Heckman to pull up. But the freshman from Reynoldsburg, instead of deciding to pull up on that 3, decided he wanted to drive. He kind of already got his hand underneath that ball. The officials on top of that one. Ellington driving with the left hand. Misses that one. Nagy, well done saving that. Snyder for 3, wide open. Swoosh, nothing but net in front of his bench. His bench is loving that one. And Snyder, been quiet so far aside from 2 mid-range jumpers. Now has 7. Davis taking his time. Heckman finds Patrick. Wants to turn around. Not going to get the turnaround. Mazzio has Ellington if he wants him. Instead, going to take it himself. Turn around, really tough shot on the mid-range and gets the 2 to go. And the Yellow Jackets extending that lead out to 7 points. Trying to split through 2 defenders. Evans gets tripped up. Price was trailing, and it looked like Evans fell over the knee of Zoltan Nagy. Driscoll now going to check in, and Price, he'll go take a seat. Bad pass there from Heckman. Had a tough time finding somebody on the inbound. Looked in the direction of Cam Evans and floated that over his head. And really the closest people there was the Cardinals coaching staff there. So now going to be an inbound here for the Yellow Jackets as they'll come the length of the floor. Heckman takes a seat. Bryson Lane in for his first action of the second half. Ellington for BW. Driscoll. Crossover. Driving through the lane. Went with the right hand. Nagy with the follow. Second chance points for the Yellow Jackets, up and in. Now double digits for Nagy. He is 11. Davis drives, bounce pass to Holmes. Holmes kicks it out. Evans for 3, and the bump. Snyder came through his chest, and Evans sold that one well. Again, as soon as he felt that bump, he flew backwards, and nothing but net on the shot, and now a huge 4-point play opportunity. And this has been the dance that these two teams really had throughout the first half. Talked about it every time the Yellow Jackets started to gain some more momentum. Cardinals would find a way to get a bucket when they needed it. Unable to capitalize on the 4-point play. With just 6 points between these two teams. Still tight. We've played 4.5 so far in the second half. Short off of the side of the rim for Snyder. Driscoll follows it up. Shot clock resets. Driscoll banks it in. From the corner. Short there for MJ Davis, but it's going to be last off of the Yellow Jackets. They could not corral that basketball on the rebound. So another opportunity for Otterbein. Dallas Patrick heads to the bench, as does Ray Ellington. Landon Potopsky in for the Yellow Jackets. Troy Scowden in for the Cardinals, and he's really their biggest body that they have had on the floor here tonight. He and Nagy going to battle on the low block. For three, good shot there from Brennan Rains. Junior from St. Edward, nailing that three. You're pretty close to home where he's from in Middleburg Heights. Miss on that three from Mazzio off of the back of the rim. Evans in transition, he hits the three. And now the Yellow Jacket just up 2 points. Every time they get close to double digits, Cardinals manage to cut it to just a 2-point difference. Now the Cardinals need a stop. This is when they haven't been getting a stop. There's that release there from Driscoll. Again, where he starts at that hip pocket and rolls that up his body and fires, unable to get it to go from the corner on the three. Mazzio, tight defense. He gets the swat from behind, catches the underside of the rim, and on the follow there from Evans, it hits him and going to be Yellow Jackets ball. Mazzio going to get a breather. Ashton Price back in. Breaking that press. Here's Price. Nagy. Cross-court pass. Potofsky. Then gets in the air, finds the pass to Snyder. Snyder, bounce pass. Nearly stolen away. He's able to keep a hold of that ball, but misses short on the mid-range jumper. Patrick's back in for the Cardinals. Lane finds Evans. Evans gets Snyder in the air, and we're all tied up. 50-50. 13 minutes remaining in the second half. Hard contact as Ashton Price was lit up there by Dallas Patrick. First personal foul there for Patrick. Second team foul on the Cardinals. And Price will take a quick breather here. Actually, excuse me, no. He's going to be the one inbounding the basketball here. Nagy's going to take a breather, so does Potopsky. Jackson Simmons in. On the block, Simmons follows it up, puts it up and in for two, and the Yellow Jackets take a lead once again. Here's the drive. The freshman Ellington trying to stand strong there against Patrick, and he does so. Help defense as Snyder came in. Snyder motioning for Ellington to go to the corner. Wants to get some movement from his guys. Here's Driscoll. Has a little bit of a size advantage there on Bryson Lane, but unable to capitalize in transition. Up and in for two, Dallas Patrick. Ellington coming back the other way through the contact. A block call. Can't get the shot to go. And Ellington will step to the free throw line for two. Freshman from Westlake on the first shot. Can't get the friendly bounce and friendly roll there on that one. Ellington, a 67% free throw shooter on the season so far. Looking to split the pair. Second one is up and rattles that one home. 53-52, Yellow Jackets. Picking up the dribble is Rains. Here's the three. Short arm that one. No good for Cam Evans. Not often you don't see him catch the rim on his shots. Price, his three. Short off of the front. Took a high bounce, and Evans able to get to that and trying to look for that inbound pass to Troy Scowden on the low block. Tried to put it over the head of Simmons and hit Scowden in a spot where he could catch and immediately go up with it. Just a little bit too long on the feed. And out of play and the turnover, and several changes for both of these squads. Mazio back in for the Yellow Jackets. Heckman back in for the Cardinals. Brief stoppage of play here, and pressure being applied by Otterbein in the backcourt. Snyder looking for the pass to Ellington. That one was a dart, but Ellington does a great job of using his hands, snagging that one, keeping it in bounds. Trying to spin, getting a little too fancy with it, and Dallas Patrick, a really smart play by the senior guard there to just back off, put his hands up, and I think Ellington was expecting contact there on that. Lost control and turnover. Nice stop for the Cardinals. An opportunity to take the lead here on this offensive possession. There's the three, no good. And that lead has just been evasive for the Cardinals here tonight. Price in transition. Fouled from behind. A reach there from number 30, Troy Scowden. He wasn't happy with the call. The 6'7" freshman forward from Ostrander felt like that was a clean steal and Cardinals could go in transition. Officials think otherwise. Fourth team foul on the Cardinals. Price driving. Nearly gets that one to go. Simmons on the follow. Here come red jerseys the other way. 4v3. For three, and nailing that shot there is Brennan Rains, and it's time for a timeout for the Yellow Jackets as the Cardinals now have a lead. Felt like they could not get that during the first half, and momentum swinging the visitors' way. Looking to pull this one off and really give the Yellow Jackets their first loss at home on the year. We'll keep it here during the timeout, and a reminder that today's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, as well as Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. So taking a look at the leaders so far for both of these teams, Cam Evans now officially has 20 points on the night. Mentioned that he's the leading scorer so far in the Ohio Athletic Conference so far this season, averaging 21.6 points per game. Anthony Mazio, second in the conference at 20.6 points per game. The next leading scorer in the conference is only at 17.4 points per game. So both of these players who we expected to go head-to-head tonight and really battle with each other, again, they are far and above the top scorers so far this year. But tonight, Mazio's been a little bit more bottled up. It's actually been Ashton Price and actually Zoltan Nagy who have been doing most of the damage for the Yellow Jackets offensively. Cam Evans, though, quickly approaching his average, would assume with 10 and just a little over 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. He'll find a way to score another couple buckets in this one, go up over that average. Now the Yellow Jackets, they need to find a way to get a bucket again, get some momentum going their way here at home. Here's Snyder. the veteran guard, kicks this one out to the freshman, Ellington. Simmons to Ellington. He wants the three. Hesitated and thought about it. Short on that shot. Great follow by Snyder. He finds Price. Up and in for two. Well done by the Yellow Jackets guards. Hustling and making that happen. So we're all tied up now at 55 all. Feed to Holmes. A little bit of room there for the three. Nothing but net from Brennan Rains. Junior guard. He's been lethal from three in the second half. Turnover. That one's intercepted in transition. Up and in for two. Easy for Dallas Patrick. And now the Yellow Jackets down 5. 9 minutes remaining here in this game. Ellington, crossover, step back. Tight pass there to Price. Rains was reading that one the whole way. Stepped in front. It's going to be last off of him, last off of the Cardinals. Yellow Jackets will inbound here on the sideline. "17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Snyder backing this one out with 10. Down to 6. He wants the shot off of the back of the rim, no good. Shot clock resets to 20 seconds. Mazzio now has it after the Ellington rebound. Snyder, this three no good. That's a tough break for the Yellow Jackets. Unable to capitalize after multiple chances on the offensive end. Feel like when you're working that hard on the offensive glass, you have to come away with something. Instead, walking away with a team foul there as Simmons was just hustling to try to get to that one and knocked over Brennan Rains. 4th team foul now against the Yellow Jackets. Step back on the mid-range jumper. What a great fall-away shot there from Dallas Patrick. Knocking that one down. Now a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Yellow Jackets just need to find a way to stop the bleeding right now, as the Cardinals are on an excellent run. Simmons went with the right hook, and that one was tipped by Holmes. Trying to get to that one and slide in front of the Yellow Jackets bench, and best effort to keep that one in bounds, but it's going to be last off of the Cardinals. Still going to be just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Official said that ball wasn't fully in possession of the Cardinals yet. Snyder, he goes to work, scoops it up and in off the spin with the right hand. That was needed. 62-57, Otterbein. Heckman wants to drive, kicks it to the corner. Davis for three. Davis, his three, no good. Snyder up for the board. Unable to corral that one and pull it in. And Heckman, as he tried to go up with it, it was knocked out of his hand. It's going to be last off of the Yellow Jackets. And Otterbein will inbound underneath the basket. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Davis wide open, just lost, and Snyder frustrated with one of his teammates there not paying attention defensively. It's time for another timeout as the score is 64-57 in favor of the Cardinals. Tom Heil, in his 8th year as head coach of the Yellow Jackets, wants to talk this over, draw up an offensive play. And Andy Winters, in his 4th season as head coach of Otterbein, he's got to be happy with what he's seeing right now in the second half. A reminder that today's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, and Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Take a quick update here and a look at some of those other games that are going on around the conference right now. Wilmington and Mount Union about to get the second half underway. Mount Union holds a 41-32 lead over Wilmington. Capital in Ohio Northern, that one's gotten a little bit closer since the last update. Capital just holding a 5-point advantage, 45-40, about midway through the second half. John Carroll up 66-45 over Marietta. And the last game to give you an update on, winless Muskingum still keeping it close against Heidelberg, but Heidelberg now has a 46-39 lead. Mazzio wants it for three after the timeout, and he knocks down the three. That one's big for the Yellow Jackets, down 4. Three on the other end, and Julian Heckman responds. After that timeout, 2 3-ball attempts, 2 3-ball makes, one apiece. Nearly swiped away from Price there. Simmons wants to go to work, looking to go to the left hand. He's able to do so. Tight coverage there, the pressure from Holmes, just able to put Simmons off just a little bit, and now the Cardinals, again, they're just taking their time. They're running the offense, slowing the pace down a little bit here so it's not so back and forth in transition. The clock is their friend, up 7 right now. 6 minutes remaining in the game. Heckman working on Snyder. No good. And last off the fingertips of Holmes as he was trying to crash the boards, get the offensive rebound. Simmons looks a little bit tired. He needs to take a breather, and Zoltan Nagy checks back in. Probably good to have Nagy out there on the floor again. 11 points, 8 rebounds, approaching a double-double here this afternoon. Hands it off to Mazzio. Wants it for three, and he sinks that one. Mazzio had been fairly quiet. Not anymore. After those back-to-back threes, he's the leading scorer on the afternoon for the Yellow Jackets with 15 points. Drive from Heckman, turnaround. Really went up and under and unable to get that to go with the left hand. Yellow Jackets, they can score here. No, Mazzio wants it. He's feeling it right now. Finds Nagy on the bounce pass. Well done by Heckman. It looked like that was for sure going to be an easy 2 points there for Nagy. Heckman gets his right paw up there, knocks that one down on the block from behind. Be out of play, last off of the Cardinals. Still Yellow Jackets ball, but not giving the Yellow Jackets any easy points there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nagy through the contact, push from behind as he went up and hard off of the backboard there, and he'll step to the free throw line for 2 shots. An opportunity here, even if you can just make one of these, to create this game, really turn it into a one-possession game here. Misses that first one off of the back of the rim. Needs to get the second one to go to make this that one-possession game. Second one is up and rattles out. 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. Evans, wow, what a block. Ellington, looked like that was for sure going to be 2 there from Scowden. And Ellington coming up from behind, getting to that one. Yellow Jackets looking to respond on the other end. Snyder banks that one home. 67-65. Yellow Jackets now just down 2. Momentum starting to turn a little bit here in this building. That one kicked around. Evans able to keep it. Rains feeds it to Evans. Going 1v1 versus Price. Up and in for the easy two. Timeout, and Heil is not happy with that defensive effort. Neither is associate head coach Brian Schmidt. We'll keep it here for the timeout, though, and a reminder that today's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow, and Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Now just really going to be a one-day rest for the Yellow Jackets, as back in action here at home. I'll be with you on the call again on Monday night as the Roach visits from Pennsylvania. So make sure to tune into that game on Monday night, but that non-conference game really probably not even the back of the minds of the Yellow Jackets here yet at this point. Main focus right now is how to overcome the 4-point deficit they face here with just a little under 4 minutes remaining here in this game. A game that they led the whole stretch of that first half. Now have to find a way to get some stops on the defensive end and get some buckets against an Otterbein team that started off the season in impressive fashion. Came into the night 6-2 overall, 2-1 in conference play. But this has been fun. This has been true Ohio Athletic Conference basketball. Talked about those score updates almost every single game in the conference. And men's basketball today has been fairly close, just like this one. So far this afternoon, there's a steal. Smart play there by Dallas Patrick, able to keep himself in bounds, find a teammate. Driving through the lane, through the contact, and a foul called as Evans hits the floor hard. Surrounded by really 3 or 4 gray jerseys there. Shaking out his hand and maybe his shoulder a little bit as he came down awkwardly. But the junior guard from Chillicothe will step to the free throw line for 2. .79% free throw shooter on the season so far, makes the first of his 2 attempts. Second one is up and perfect again. 23 points on the afternoon for Cam Evans. He leads the way for all scores. Snyder nearly swiped away from him. Finds Nagy. Nagy going to work on the low block. Has to go to the floor to try to keep possession. And here come the Cardinals the other way. They have men in transition. Wide open 3 off of the back of the rim. Maybe a little over antsy there. A little bit too much energy for Patrick on that 3. Now a wide open 3 for Rains. No good off of the side of the rim as bodies were on the floor in front of him. Mazzio driving through the lane, blocking foul. He'll step to the free throw line for 2. Any of the Cardinals fans that traveled, not too happy with that call. A little hard to tell. Of course, remember there is that half arch, that restricted circle there. Not sure if the defender's heels were on that line. Really close to that half circle. Seemed like he'd been there for a while and maybe been set, so that's the only reason why I think that could have maybe been a blocking foul there. Mazzio stepping to the free throw line. He takes care of business, though, on those attempts. 17 points this afternoon for him. 67 points now on the board for the Yellow Jackets. They're just down 4. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the second half. You have to find a way to stop Evans here. He's the go-to guy. Find a way to double him or apply pressure. Get the ball out of the hands of Evans. Shot clock down to 8. With Patrick right now going 1v1 with Ellington. He drives the blow by, up and in for 2. And 1. Bump from behind. An excellent finish there from Dallas Patrick. He's had a pretty impressive game. Been able to score some points when needed. And that senior experience going up against the freshman. He's been finding ways to get by Ellington all night. Converts on the and 1. Gets that free throw to go. 74-67. Snyder drives through the contact, goes up. Holmes can't believe that's a foul there. Again, didn't go straight up. The arms were not directly in the air. They were a little bit over Snyder there. I know Snyder really went through the trees. There was certainly contact with the ball, but of course those officials have a tendency sometimes when they see those arms, they're hanging a little bit more and leaning over the offensive player rather than directly straight up in the air. We'll call that a foul really most every time. Snyder gets that first free throw to go. Second one up and good. Pressure as that trap was being applied in the corner. Cardinals having a tough time with it, and the pass there from Raines. Little wild behind Patrick, and Dallas Patrick unable to corral that one. And Brennan Raines will take a seat after the turnover. It's exactly what the Yellow Jackets needed, and gonna have to find a way to keep forcing those turnovers, but you have to capitalize offensively here on this end. Still plenty of time, 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Try to find a way to get Mazzio that ball and get him open for 3. Here is Mazzio, driving, and took about 3 steps there. Yes, he was getting bumped. Tight pressure being applied there by Evans. But Mazzio got caught in between as he was getting bumped. Thought he was trying to either go up for that mid-range jumper and couldn't really get set, or either try to kick that one out, and really getting caught in between hurt him there. So now the pressure being applied, that trap again here from the Yellow Jackets. Doing a good job. Need to get over midcourt, and the Cardinals able to do so. Those gray jerseys getting back now. Price defensively on Evans. Up 5 points, minute and 15 seconds left. Not time to start fouling here yet. Just need a defensive stop. Evans driving. Nagy there and gets the rebound. Well done. One minute left. Snyder. Little floater, banks this one home with the right hand. Good finish. Yellow Jackets just down 3. 55 seconds left. We'll take a break with them here on bwyellowjackets.com. We've got a close one as we come down to the finish. Final minute here of this game. back following the timeout. And the pressure will be applied, that full court press here from the Yellow Jackets. Cardinals will have to come the length of the floor. Inbound to Heckman. A bit of tighter pressure. Wait until he got closer to midcourt. Heckman evades the defense well. Cam Evans had a wide open three if he wanted to take that instead. Going to try to bleed some clock. Of course, if you make that three in transition, looks good. If you miss that one, it certainly does not, because it gives the Yellow Jackets more time, so probably a smart decision there. Tipped away, nearly stolen. Wide open for Heckman from three at the buzzer. No good, and the offensive rebound for the Cardinals. And there's a foul. And that hurt for the Yellow Jackets that they couldn't get that defensive board. Able to come down with that defensive rebound. And you have plenty of time to run your offense, come down the floor and try to hit a three to take this one to overtime. Instead, now you have to play the game of fouling. Hope that free throws are missed at the free throw line, or just a matter of trade some twos at the free throw line, ones and twos at the free throw line for some quick threes. Timeout for the Yellow Jackets here on the floor before these free throws happen for Julian Heckman. We'll be right back in about 20 seconds. Back following the timeout. First free throw here for Heckman. Gets that one to go on the 1-and-1. So a second opportunity coming here. Heckman averaging 10.1 points per game. 80% free throw shooter on the season so far, and he makes both free throws there. Now the Yellow Jackets down 5. Need to move with 15 seconds. Mazzio needs to get a shot off. Spinning through the lane. Maybe needs some help. Gets that one up and in, and good. Took a lot of time off the clock though. Yellow Jackets down 3, 8.7 seconds remaining. So a timeout. Opportunity to talk things over. The Yellow Jackets are going to have to initially go for a steal. If they can't get the steal, then they're going to have to foul quickly and then hope that the Cardinals miss free throws on the other side of the floor. We'll be right back here after the break. BWYellowJackets.com.